Check 55 for Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Slip. Under.
They'll run on first down. McClellan. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Check.
Throwing. Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Prescott. Cooper's got him. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Check 24, check 24. Watch twist. Kill. 25.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. He's going to sling this deep. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
52, Mike 52. Let him know.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Slam. Zip it. Motion. Wahoo. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 81 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. On first down, McClellan. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Going to 52. 26. Gun.
They'll try the left side. McClellan. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Prescott. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
We're going to 54. Right here. Check. Tighten up. Watch twist.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Go. Get out there.
Elliott running right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the run. Hey, Mike 50. Go. Nice, sweetheart. What? Check 31. Check 31.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. DK Metcalf, 78 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Prescott looks to throw on first. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Landon Collins. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Haskins to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Jack. Watch the edge. Kill. Okay. Check 3. Check 43.
First carry for Darius Geis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Redskins 14, Cowboys 7.
Make these babies cry all the way back home.
Check nickel. Check.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Check 52 to Mike. Go. Slam. Check safety. Backer, check the backer. Hey, alert 3.
Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins. They'll roll him out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On the first down, they look downfield, and it's complete.
Here we go.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Check. 26.
On second down, McClellan, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. No problem there on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it first and 10.
Check 13. Check.
Switch.
He's coming. We got double up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Here we go. I got two. Watch the block.
Again on second and 10, it's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
52's the mic.
You must be dreaming. Hey, Mike 52.
Here we go.
Hey, check 24.
Throwing on third and long. Haskins under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway. But when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Here we go, 47. Here we go, go to 54, Ryan. Go, get out there. We're going to 54, wide in.
Prescott to throw it. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
On first down, this is Geis. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 22-yard scamper as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Mara, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Switch. Brings up second and 7 at the 24-yard line.
On second down, it's Pollard. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play here for the Cowboys. Give him 53 yards on the ground. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. Of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. On second down now, it's Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Back at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
On third down, it's Pollard. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
SOS. switch gears. Wide.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Check. Hassan. 52.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he's got room. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for Redskins touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Get ready.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Come on. Check.
Check. Crunch.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
They need stops to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Ball shot. Mike back two. 65. No, 65.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. And the pressure gets to him again. Jalen Smith make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. To throw is Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 66 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
We got three, fellas, we got 3.
Delta. Right 52, right 52.
You better be afraid of me.
Come on. Match box. Mike. Choose the mic. Watch Mike. Here we go, D. Go. It's just me.
Haskins will throw. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. The 24-yard line.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Kill. 25, check 25, check 25. Pick the edge. Go.
They'll run on first down. McClellan, and not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll keep it on the ground. McClellan, he'll have a first down past the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Shift. Sponge. No. Go. Get out there. Swerve. Hey. Here we go.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
I got it.
It's 47. That's it. He's checking. Crash.
Check 50.
26.
Now again, right side. McClellan. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Gun.
On second down, McClellan, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And now here's another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he is all the way up past the 25. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now Haskins on first down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And complete to Zach Ertz. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
No.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Redskins 28, Cowboys 25.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Watch the run.
Mike 52.
Watch the pass. Small.
No. Check that. Mike 52 right here. Mike 52.
Bandit.
New Mike 52. Hey, they're scared.
On first down, it's Haskins. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's got this down to the 35. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get a stop here, D.
Check 52's the Mike.
Stay with your man. Hey, Mike.
Go.
Mike 52. I got it.
52's the Mike right here, over there, right? 52's the Mike.
What?
Tighten up.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Where's 52? 52. 52's the mic. Yep. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
I'm coming after you. Okay? You. Chance. Go. Check, go. Alert flare.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. 5-2's the mic. Mike 5-2. I got one. Yeah.
Mike 52.
Neil. I got you, boy. Check 31.
Now Haskins to throw on second down. And he's going to go down again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, you can't block me. Orbit.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Out. Shit. Watch twist.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Cowboys take over
Let's go.
at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Prescott going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 54 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point safely through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 40.
Give me that ball. Give me that. Wait. Undercrunch. Check nickel. Check.
Here's Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Alert. 3 down.
Check the backer, check the backer. Hey, alert 3. Shit.
Check 37. Showing up.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Let's get off the field.
Hey, Mike 52.
I'm going. Back to you. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
2nd down, Haskins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell... No, check that. Check 52 right here. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
New Mike 52, Mike 52. Quit talking about it and bring it. 52's the mic, sir. That's Mike.
I'm coming, bro.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll have a first down past the 40. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check. Fresno. Check your hot read. Swerve, hey.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Room here to run. 30. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, we got 3 down. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Double up. That's the way.
Hey, Mike 52.
Ready? Hey, watch that. Go.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Switch.
He's back to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic.
No chance. Hey, Mike 52. Hey, check.
52's the mic, boys. 52's. What's wrong? Shut up.
Now it's Haskins. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Boom. 52, Mike 52.
Haskins to throw. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. DK Metcalf. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here we go with Haskins. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
46, Cowboys 39.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
There they have. He's got a man, complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. So that one will be accepted.
Here we go.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. 40 Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Hey, watch the delay.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
The mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Here I come!
Throwing now is Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Here we go with order. All day, defense. All day. All day.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 50.
From midfield now, Haskins. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go. Five two is the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Hey, let's get this, get this.
Ball trot.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Get that quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line.
On the ball.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, you're Mike 52, Mike 52. Not here.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Yeah, that's how we do, G.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 46. Second cover, defense. Let's go. Under.
On 1st and 10, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Go. Get out there. 26.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Finding room at the 30. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 81 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check. Lucky. Switch. Big edge. Switch. Okay. Kill. Go. Hey, turn.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch 52. 52's the mic.
From the 27, Haskins going for Metcalf up, and this will be caught at the 30. And it is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. DK Metcalf, 73 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Hey, check. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, let's get in that hole. Go. Get out there. 55. Let's go. Then we're going to 53. Switch it, hey.
Eat. Ain't no such thing as
26.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
We're going to 52.
what's the safety crew?
26.
Prescott now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for the Redskins touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
The score, Redskins 14, Cowboys 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Run for Pollard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Kill. Check 52.
Hey, kill.
That's it.
Hey, kill.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Check. Crouch. Jim.
We're going to 54. Why in?
Watch out. Check 3. Slam.
Switch it, hey.
Back.
Gun.
Check 24.
Watch it. Go to 54. Why in? Under.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
All day.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
And let's pin the mirrors back in. Mike 52. Mike 52.
Drop deep. Single.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
Come on, set. Hey, come on.
52 right here.
52. It's a party now. Echo.
Mike 52. Mike 52.
Yup. Silver. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Go.
You want to see me.
Yeah.
You don't want me.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
You better be ready.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Redskins 14, Cowboys 7.
Get ready. Up. Zip it.
Mike 52. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Yo. Hey, dudes. Say, slam. Zoom.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins going for Metcalf on the... Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
47.
To try again after the sack. Prescott, he's going to find Gallup here complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Pollard. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
They're on 15-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
2 yards on the big red.
52. 52's the Mike.
16-yard line.
Hey, Mike 52. Hey, let's get that ball, D.
52's the mic, boys. Pass it.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Hey, all day.
New Mike 52, Mike 52.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
I'm coming, baby. Woo! Order. Yo, 52, Mike 52. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. We got to get
Haskins on 3rd down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
somewhere
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Watch the twins. Share. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
46. Good.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .157 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. They start on the ground with Geis. He's got a 1st down past the 30. Finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there out of Geis. 71 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game, and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. DK Metcalf. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Marr on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Redskins 21, Cowboys 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 56.
Now Prescott. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
We're going to 54. One in. Check.
Final play of the half. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. I know it. Yo. Mike 52, Mike 52. Check pass.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And complete to Zach Ertz. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Come on, set. 10-2 saw. Look at me. Zipper.
Watch the screen.
Hey, Haywood.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
52, Mike 52. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey.
Check.
You're out.
Check 52's the Mike.
Hey, Sam on. Hit it.
Looking to throw. Costello. He'll find Metcalf. Touchdown, Washington. DK Metcalf with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. And
Check the team.
First down, Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Line.
He's coming. We got double up.
That he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
the tackle back at the 39-yard line.
3rd and long for Prescott. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Check. Fresno. What do you think?
A first down carry by Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 52-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
You got motion man right there.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
We're going to 53.
Switch.
Hatchet. Here we go. Going to 54. Line.
To throw is Prescott. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat, his second sack of the night. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Reuben Foster picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Johnson, the intended target.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, wahoo! Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Costello slings a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
On 1st down, McClellan. Space to maneuver at the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And an alley to run. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Going to 54, line in. Gun.
Bus. 55.
Prescott to throw it. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hey, here we go. Going to 53. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Here's Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Hey, Delta. Yo, go.
52's the mic, boys. 52. You don't want it.
Five.
To throw on 2nd down. Costello. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you're still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Hey, Alpha. Keep it up. Ready?
On third down, Costello going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. DK Metcalf, 74 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having started.
Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
We want it. Come to my world.
Hey, go. Switch gears. Echo. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Second down, Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
My 52.
Same on. Ball. Wide. Well done. Get wide. Kill.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. DK Metcalf. 52 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
A gain of 15.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Go, get out there, get out there. Reset.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Another try after the first down sack. Haskins, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Mike 52. Hey, I'm coming. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. I'm coming. Go. Mike 52.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll run on 1st down. McClellan. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. McClellan. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The point after is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Marr now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Point after, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Pass Haskins going to try to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
New Mike 52, Mike 52. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
All day.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
On first down, McClellan. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Get in the weight room. Kill. 36. No, 26.
They'll keep it on the ground. McClellan, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here goes 46. Not today. Motion. We're going to 54. 1 check. 26.
Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Go. Get out there. Switch it, hey. 55.
Check tight.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Gotta do better.
Then we're going to 53.
TV, come on.
26.
They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Go. Flare. Check 31. Neil. Bang.
Now Haskins. Looking for McClellan, and he's got him. 22 yards there, a first down.
Let's go!
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for Washington Redskins. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, Mike 52. Hey, here we go. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Come on, baby. Come on. 61. Let's box. Mike, 10. Zip it. Get him.
From midfield now, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McClellan. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Washington, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys,